select few. That's right. They tryna brand the name and bet us with a chip. But this the antidote. I'm hitting you with some truth. That's right.
Letitia James, she's indicted. We was waiting for this moment. Come on, bring them indictments on. I'm talking about these dirty, corrupt politicians. And Letitia James knows she got hit with fraud. You know what I'm saying? And fraud is going to be the end of their reign. I'm telling you, you know what I'm saying? Put their hand behind their back like my boy said. You know what I'm saying? Give it up to OK Rick. You know what I mean? Yo, we going to hit you back going into this right now with a Letitia James. You know what I'm saying? Stay tuned. If you haven't already, make sure you download the Rumble app. It's free, simple to use, and the best way to stay connected. The content you want. Once you got it, search for my channel, hit follow. That way you get a notification every time we go live. No missing shows, no extra steps. You can grab it right now. Use the link in the description or the pinned live chat. Download it to your phone and you're ready to go. And if you prefer watching on the big screen, Rumble is available in all major streaming devices and smart TVs. Just search for Rumble, follow the channel, and be part of the action.
Letitia James, the New York State Attorney General, has just been indicted on a federal fraud charge.
New York Attorney General Letitia James on charges of alleged mortgage fraud.
Letitia James has been formally indicted.
The grand jury has indicted New York Attorney General Letitia James on a fraud charge.
New York Attorney General Letitia "Tish" James has just been indicted on federal charges. Let's break this down. According to indictment documents, a Virginia federal grand jury charged AG James with bank fraud and making false statements to a lending institution. The allegation: James bought a property in Norfolk, Virginia in 2020, claimed on her mortgage application that it was a secondary residence, which can fetch lower interest rates, while supposedly using it as a rental/investment property. The charges say that by mislabeling the property, she saved roughly $19,000 over the life of the loan. She's facing 2 counts, 1 count of bank fraud, 1 count of false statements. James is pushing back. She says these charges are baseless and politically motivated, part of what she calls a weaponization of the justice system. Notably, this case comes right in the wake of other high-profile prosecutions of Trump critics. The U.S. attorney who brought the case, Lindsay Halligan, is a former Trump personal lawyer, now overseeing the Eastern District of Virginia. James is expected to make an initial court appearance in Virginia later this month. Legal experts point out that occupancy/mortgage fraud cases are rare and hard to prove, especially without clear intent. Some inside DOJ reportedly resisted pushing this case, citing weak probable cause. Now, why does this matter for us? Because how the justice system is used or misused often reflects power dynamics, especially when it involves persons in political power. This could set precedents on how legal accountability is applied or weaponized in polarized times. So here's what we need to keep our eyes on: how the defense responds, what evidence the prosecution brings, whether the case survives motions or gets dismissed, the public, media, and political narrative around justice and bias. Let me know what you think. Will this stick or will it fade under pressure? Drop your take in the comments.
Did you know the biggest threat of your retirement is not something that's talked about often? Our increased longevity in America means default retirement accounts like the IRAs, the 401ks, and the TSPs may not specific if you have over $100,000 in your retirement account. Get access to a free 2-minute report from Augusta Precious Metals and reveals the one step you can take to secure your financial future. Text SAFE SAFE to 35052 today.
Reese, up first, thoughts as Tish James gets indicted.
This is a disgrace. This is more evidence of Donald Trump's revenge tour. He went prosecutor shopping to get these trumped up charges. And I think it's very ironic that he is attacking Tish James, who has unimpeachable character, over mortgage fraud when he is the one who she secured a multi-$100 million conviction, civil conviction, in terms of his fraudulent activities on the Trump organization. And so this is just a disgrace, but it is unsurprising that Donald Trump is getting more of his will and doing absolutely nothing to improve the lives of American people or end this shutdown.
The argument that Jared just articulated as well, Reese, is one that's come out of the White House and White House officials, which is basically, hey, you went after us and we're going to go after you. If that's the case, it leads me to believe we haven't seen the end of this.
Well, no, we haven't seen the end of it. But what I would like to point out is that this administration has gone after their own people that they have appointed. The person who was walked out prior to this inexperienced prosecutor being put in was somebody that Donald Trump put in that position. And they investigated this, and they could not find prosecutors to prosecute James Comey or to prosecute Tish James until they brought in somebody who has zero prosecutorial experience. And so if you want to talk about the weaponization of the DOJ, this is a prime example of that.
You know, we saw in the case, certainly, of Trump and his associates, they were dragged through the court system. Some of them were prosecuted, some were put behind bars. It's very possible we could see that in Letitia James's case or in others. No question.
What about
well,
that?
For the record, there were Democrats who were prosecuted under the Biden-Harris administration. And so you are not exempt from the law because of your political party. And you're also not targeted because of your political party unless you are an enemy of a Donald Trump. But the enemies of Donald Trump are not the enemies of American people. And that does not mean that they have broken the law. And when you are an ally of Donald Trump, like the borders are, then you have Pam Bondi and Kash Patel saying there's nothing to see here about $50,000 in a paper bag. And so we need to apply the law equally, regardless of political party. And we should not let Donald Trump's tweets dictate who gets prosecuted in a court of law in the United States of America.
I mean, she will have her chance, Reese, to fight this charge, and it'll be adjudicated in court. I mean, James has denied it all along. I mean, I think her side of it was that she just made a mistake in filling out the forms. Reminds you of the case of the Federal Reserve Governor, Lisa Cook, that we've talked about as well. But to Jared's point, if there was a crime committed, that would apply here as well, that you're not above the law. Fair?
Absolutely fair. But what the Donald Trump Department of Justice determined prior to the prosecutor being resigned or fired, however you want to characterize it, was that there was no there there. The only reason why there is a case now is because Donald Trump handpicked a person who was willing to do his bidding, the bidding of his tweets and the bidding of his retribution list.
Hey y'all, tired of paying outrageous prices for your medication while other countries pay just a fraction of the cost? Y'all know President Trump just signed an executive order to fix this problem. But why wait? BlockbusterHealth.com is already offering Americans these savings right now. I'm talking right now. We're talking up to 80% off of the same exact medications you're already taking. Same brand, same quality, just fair prices. Whether it's Ozempic, insulin, or any other prescription, Blockbuster Health connects you directly with licensed pharmacies that offer international prices. No middleman, no markup, just honest prices. So call 1-888-350-1353. That's again 1-888-350-1353, or just visit BlockbusterHealth.com. Americans should not have to choose between their health and their wallet. So check it out. Once again, that number is 1-888-350-1353, or just visit BlockbusterHealth.com.
As they say that Donald Trump is on, his revenge campaign, could you blame him? Because what Letitia James put him through, you know what I mean? And did Donald Trump hear my plea? You know what I mean? As Alex Jones spoke out saying that he believes in the next couple of months that Donald Trump was going to start laying out in indictments. So Is it true? Is he start trying to lay out these indictments? He going out to the people that was trying to lock him up? I mean, if he doing it, that's great. You know what I'm saying? We getting more and more into, you know what I'm saying, the deep state is looking like they being no more. The deep dark above, no more. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, about damn time that Donald Trump go on his revenge campaign. You know what I mean? Because these people was trying to put the fraudulent charges on them. You know what I mean? And these people was the ones who was doing the, you know, fraud. You know what I'm saying? Letitia James doing all this. You know what I'm saying? These home frauds and all this other stuff. You know what I mean? So it's good that, you know what I'm saying, karma is a bitch. So now we need to go, Donald Trump need to go out to that mayor from, you know what I'm saying, Georgia. You know what I mean? Y'all know who I'm talking about. So, like I said, as he, you know what I'm saying, keep on, you know, putting out these indictments, he need to just keep warming them up, because we got George Soros, we got Hillary Clinton, we got Barack Obama, we have, you know, Hillary Clinton's husband, you know what I'm saying? You know, the Bushes, you know what I mean? Where the hell is the Bushes? Is they hiding? I'm just saying, you know what I mean? This is what we've been waiting for. You know what I'm saying? Put your hands behind your back, and I'm giving, you know what I'm saying, shout out to OK Rick, because he, you know what I'm saying, he keeps that up. He keeps that campaign up. Put your hands behind your back. You know what I mean? So, and I hope OK Rick get this, you know what I'm saying? You know, shout out to you, my boy. You know what I'm saying? You're doing a great job, you know what I'm saying, on your channel, and I love it. You know what I mean? So, I'm just saying, I'm Dice Game G here on We Are VishusTv. Is we seeing, you know what I'm saying, Trump revenge tour? You know what I mean? He so deserving, because they put him through hell. So I hope he stands on his ground, and I hope he go after these zombies, because we already know that he's the ones that bring the House of Cards down. And before I leave out of here, did you hear that he probably be the last president that we ever see? Did he mark to be, you know what I'm saying, a long reigning president? Because it's been talked about, you know what I'm saying, especially with this government shutdown. So did he pass something to keep him in for the next 20 to 30 years? You know what I'm saying? You know, we've been hearing about his son, you know what I'm saying, coming up after the smoke, rising up like the phoenix. You know what I'm saying? His son, you know who we talking about. You know, the next one in line. You know what I mean? Is he gonna be our future? We're going to talk about this, and we're going to go more into it on our live this Sunday. Please join us this Sunday on We Are VishusTv on rumble.com, you know what I mean? Or, you know what I'm saying, you can join us on the locale channel. We're going to go massively deep in this, and we're going to bring up the ice wall and all the ancestors, the indigenous people. So please, you know what I'm saying, come in and you know what I'm saying, join that live, and the link is going to be in the description, so you can go and check us out. I love y'all, and we're going to be back tuning more into this Letitia James.